Hello everyone, Mark Anthony here, the Vegas Tourist, and I am at the Pole Dance Studio with Fawnia Mondey.
Yay!
How long have you been here?
In Vegas, 10 years already.
And now you just opened up a second one in Summerlin.
Yes, Buffalo and Sahara.
Right now we're just basically in the shadow of the Palms.
We are, yeah, we're 1.5 blocks away from the Palms Hotel.
Cool. Pole Fitness Studio, what do you do here?
Here at Pole Fitness Studio, we've got two sides to the story. One is the fitness aspect, where locals here in Las Vegas come to work out, but of course we welcome anyone for a good fitness class. Secondly, we love to party, and if you have something to celebrate, from a birthday party, bachelorette party, we are the ones to call.
When did pole become fitness?
Well, to me, pole became fitness when I personally lost 40 pounds. That was in the 90s. But when the rest of the world caught on, I want to say, to some, they're still catching on. To others, I would say there's a major shift around 2005.
Okay. Now, you advertise this as exercise, which I know it is. How do you get that across to other people?
To me, pole dancing is exercise, but I'm not afraid to say I'm a fan of the rhino as well. There's obviously an exotic central element that it came from, but the fact that you have to lift your body weight on a pole, just doing a chin-up or a pull-up for the average person, male or female, is a challenge. And we're doing that several times an hour, left and right-handed, wearing heels with a smile, and yeah, it doesn't stop there.
Well, as a man, I was introduced to this, of course, in the Gentlemen's Club. I do a sports podcast with a friend of mine, and we used to do it at the Hustler Club. And so right before the club opened, we would go in to set up, and the girls would be out on the pole. And I started to watch them. It is exercise. What all do you work? Do you work, basically everything, don't you?
Pole dancing is a complete body workout. To me, though, there is an emphasis on back and biceps because you're pulling your body weight up. It's a pulling motion. But there is a lot of core engaging when you have to lift your knees to do a basic spin or a climb. Then when you get yourself hanging your body sideways or just transitioning from move to move, you are building your muscle, burning calories with cardio, and improving your flexibility.
Is it strictly for women?
Pole dancing is for all humans, whether you're male, female, young or old, pregnant or not.
Really?
There is something for everybody.
Where is the health limit on who cannot do this?
I think someone who has been asked from their doctor not to exercise at all wouldn't be recommended to take a class. But someone that has the green light to do basic physical activity, such as light cardio, some resistance training, that would be a huge green light. Someone who's pregnant, that's been physically active throughout their entire pregnancy and prior, would also be allowed to pole dance, but with level 1 only with modifications, not leaving the ground.
So, you have a wedding party, you've got mom, sis, uncles, cousins. You can actually come in here and you will do a workout for them. What do you do for them?
When a party comes in and there's the family there and they want to celebrate something, we really teach them a fun and easy pole dancing routine and lap dancing routine. We try to give everybody the opportunity to have as fun as they're able to and want to, but we really pick up on people's comfort levels and how far they want to be pushed. So if a group really wants to make it super simple and just laugh half the time and maybe just dance to music, we can turn up the music and let them dance. But if somebody wants to be challenged and maybe learn how to climb the pole, or maybe they don't want any pole dancing, they just want to learn what are they going to do on their honeymoon and have a nice striptease for their partner, we can teach them too. So we can cater the party to the group specifically.
What is the oldest person that you worked with?
The oldest student I had back in I guess the 90s, was the Rose. She was a stripper from New York. She flew up to British Columbia to train with me for 2 weeks to improve her stripping career. She was also a part-time real estate agent. She was 73 years old, and what was interesting with her was that each time she turned her body sideways, this ringing sound would fill the room, and I was like, Rose, what is that? She's like, that's my hearing aids. But she had everything pierced, everything. But recently, my aunt is 72, and she just started pole dancing at last year's Pole Expo at the age of 71.
Wow. Now, what would be a small group? What is your minimum to have people here as tourists coming here for, just to do it?
The minimum size for a party is 1. So
Cool.
yeah, we can do privates, semi-privates, small groups, but most typically it's 6 to 14 people for the best price point. But we can party with any size. Plus, we can even come to you.
To our hotel room.
You got it.
You got a portable pole.
We do.
Wow.
We've got the pole. We can come to you. Whatever your dream is, we can make it happen.
Well, above your door it says home to the first instructor. Mm-hmm. You're the first. Are you the first one to really make this into something other than what most people think it is?
People did tell me that I'm the world's first pole dancing instructor, so I didn't make up that title.
Cool.
It is. It's me. However, there are people that have been teaching Chinese pole and the East Indian version of pole thousands of years ago, which is what we have followed, along with a mix of stripper pole as well.
All right. Well, when they come in here, how long is a normal event?
When people arrive, they fill out their waiver, they choose their stripper name, we teach them
you
their
give them stripper names?
Well, I don't give them unless they need some help.
They get to.
Yeah, they choose their stripper name, and at the very end, they can write it on their certificate that says they're certified sexy. The entire party experience is 75 minutes.
Wow. All right. Is it at night or during the day?
Our parties at Pole Fitness Studio are 24 hours a day. Every 90 minutes,
Cool.
we're ready to rock.
All right. And again, you're just right in the shadow of palms, and you get people from all over the world.
Really, we have people from Asia, Australia, Venezuela, Canada, Hawaii. Yeah.
Cool.
As long as it's on the earth, we will meet you.
You got it.
We'll meet up with you in Las Vegas.
Do you also do yoga?
We do have yoga classes here at both locations.
Wow. All right. Now, there again, you just opened up a second one in Summerlin.
Yes.
How is that going?
Our Summerlin location is doing really, really well. We have a variety of classes, including Lyra, which we don't have at the Arville studio. And if you don't know what Lyra is, it's the big hoop, circular hoop that someone can do acrobatic tricks on. Similar to what you might see in a Cirque show, you see those silks hanging and someone doing acrobatics on there. So hoop or Lyra, aerial silks and pole, they're all within the same community now, which is great.
How did you get into this?
I started pole dancing in 1994. I was working as a stripper and I thought, this is really challenging. I need to find a school. In fact, I looked for the school even before I stepped on stage because I was right out of high school.
Right.
School just made sense.
Yeah.
And people thought I was crazy. There's no school. You go do amateur night, an agent will pick you up. That agent takes 15% or 12.5% at that time, and you're just gonna dance. And I thought, that's nuts. There's no school. I have to be the one that opens up the studio or the school. And I was the first.
How old were you?
19 at that time.
Right out of school, you opened up your first studio.
Yeah.
And you've never looked back since.
But the strip club was my studio.
Okay.
So it wasn't until I I did have a home studio a little bit in Canada, but when I moved to Las Vegas, I opened up my first official studio, which was also the first in Las Vegas.
Why Vegas?
I moved to Vegas because I knew it more than any other American city. I had been here 10 times prior for a variety of exotic dancer expos and the Mr. Olympia.
Wow, okay. How do you like Vegas?
I love Vegas. I'm not a huge fan of the heat. This is a spray tan, not gonna lie. But overall, I do love the parties, the people, the energy. It suited me more than Victoria, British Columbia.
When your friends come from Canada, what are 3 things that a Vegas tourist should go do?
Anyone visits Las Vegas, they should attempt to check out one of the nice hotels. So if you're staying at Hooters, maybe get out of Hooters and check out Bellagio or Venetian and just walk around, experience a nice hotel, at least one, if not 3. Maybe do some shopping. Go to Miracle Mile shops or Fashion Show Mall. If you're a female, get your butt down to Pole Fitness Studio and try a pole dancing class. But you know, I'm a fan of the strip clubs too. I think checking out maybe a cool strip club, most of them are open all hours of the day and night, and even check out a cirque show, something entertaining. If you have energy after that, we have something called nature, and we've got Red Rock, the canyons, Hoover Dam. So perhaps on trip 2, do something healthy.
Okay, all right. Vegas hidden gem. Something that you don't think gets the attention that it should.
That's tough. I have been out of the loop for a while. But I think Pole Fitness Studio needs more attention.
Okay.
That's why we're here.
Definitely. Favorite Vegas show?
Love.
Love?
Seen it three or 4 times now.
Have
I
you seen-
love. I just saw it 2 weeks ago.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you.
On the anniversary weekend.
Wow.
Yeah.
How does the new version differ from the old version?
What I saw different in Love recently were the video screens that popped up and down. And also, I don't remember that floor that lit up to be there before, though it may have. There's so much going on in the show Love that you have to see it at least twice. At least. So I would see it again.
Favorite Vegas movie?
I like Hangover.
All right,
I also,
finally someone a different one.
Yes,
Finally.
I like Hangover, then the one with Sharon Stone. What's that called?
Casino.
Yeah, I love Casino as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hangover 1 or 3?
1.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
Now, you started something called the Pole Expo. Where did that idea come from?
Pole Expo was a huge undertaking. I was so nervous. I even got this tattoo that says there are no shortcuts to any place worth going.
Ooh.
But I had been to another event with the same idea that Pole Expo had, but I just felt I could tweak a few things and make it 500 times more better. So from my previous experience of being and running various competitions, bikini competitions and bodybuilding shows, I thought, with my experience, let's make Pole Expo where everyone's in one room. So you have your vendors, your performers, workshops, seminars. Then you've also got a competition, showcases. It's pretty incredible. It's grown from 350 people on year 1 in 2012 to about 2,200 people now in 2016.
Wow. This year it's September?
September 7th to the 11th. This is year 5.
At the Hard Rock.
At the Hard Rock.
What all is there?
Well, on Wednesday's a pool party. Just hang out, chill at the pool with
party.
some pole dancers and play with beach balls. Very, very difficult to plan. And then Thursday, we've got a full day of workshops if anyone wants to get started with the workshops or some privates.
What would be the workshops?
Workshops, there might be something in there for you. We do have some stretching workshops, some chair dance, choreography.
Oh, okay.
Then it gets into the pole, the acrobatics of pole. We've got instructors coming from all corners of the globe, 80 different instructors.
That's got to feel good.
Yeah, it's good. It's exhausting. I've got an email to do, that's for sure. But the main night that I'd like you and everyone to come to is Thursday, September 8th. That's our Pole Classic competition and Pole Star Showcase. We have MJ Live opening the show for us.
Okay.
And that's at the Joint at the Hard Rock Hotel.
And how many competitors are you expecting?
Well, people have auditioned in advance.
Oh, okay.
What we've done is selected 10 female and 10 male athletes. They compete against each other. Then we have, after that, the showcase with some of the best performers in the aerial arts. We've got Tomoko coming all the way from Italy. She's from Italy's Got Talent. She's 70. She can do some different tricks that I can't even do. It's going to be an amazing night. Our appetizers and champagne's also included as well.
Now, what level of a rating would you put that show at? PG, R?
It's actually an all ages show.
Really?
So I welcome all ages. There will be 0 nudity.
Okay.
And
Gotta know that.
Yeah, zero nudity. It's pole fitness and pole sport. So if you want to know what's the difference between that and pole dancing, we've actually have 3 categories now. So pole dancing is what you and I will remember from the Rhino and those clubs. Then we've got the pole fitness, where we do here at Pole Fitness Studio. People work out, they get in shape, and they have fun, similar to a gym. Like City Athletic Club, for example. Then we've got pole sport, where people want to compete and win acrobatically on a pole. Within the pole sport competition, though, there's many styles. Some can be sensual, some can be based on artistic and storytelling and theatrics, and some can be gymnastics. And you're going to see all of that in that one night.
Now I've seen videos of that on your website or on the on the website for the event. You guys?
It's probably poleexpo.com would have most of the videos. Yeah.
That is. I mean, the dance routine, I don't know, the only way that I can explain it is the dance routines where they dance with the pole to the music. It is very, I don't know, well, it's like you said, some of it is sensuous, some of it is just amazing to watch these people work a pole. Because of all the muscles and all the concentration that it takes, and to be able to match that to a music routine, it just shatters the typical myth of a pole dance. That's
true. If you go to any club, you'll notice most exotic dancers do not have rhythm. They don't need rhythm. Men will sit there and watch anything, and so will women, quite frankly. But when it comes to a pole competition, musicality and your timing and your storytelling is taken into account.
Where do you see that event growing?
I really would like Pole Expo and the Pole Classic competition to grow to be the event for anyone to attend in their lifetime when it comes to fitness and pole dancing in general.
Do you see this as like the world finals for pole dancing? Or?
There are several world championships already, and they have asked to have their event on the same weekend as Pole Expo.
Of course.
But I don't think people can shell out more tickets or spend more time away from home. It's just a long weekend already.
Is this ever going to be an Olympic sport?
I do believe it will be an Olympic sport. I've been saying this for a very long time. I was one of the judges at our first Pole Olympics in 2012 in London. However, looking at the updates of where we are at, we're much further from the Olympics than many of us have hoped. It may not even be within my lifetime. But I do believe it'll happen. Save this video, guys.
Yes, we will. We will. All right.
Thank you.
So how do they get a hold of you?
You can find me on my website, poleexpo.com and polefitnessstudio.com.
And come out and have fun.
And come out and have the time of your life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's getting dark.